Imagine if I said to you that your morning walk, that one you faithfully maintained for decades, may not be sufficient to fully safeguard your strength, autonomy, and even mental health post-60. I know that perhaps comes as a shock, perhaps even a bit disturbing, because for generations we've been assured walking is the pinnacle. Yet, the science is changing, and emerging research is portraying a very different reality. Studies from the National Institute on Aging and the Mayo Clinic reveal something remarkable. Specific, targeted functional exercises can actually outperform walking in nearly every measure of healthy aging. We're talking about stronger muscles, fewer falls, sharper thinking. And here's the kicker. They take less time than your daily walk. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 simple but powerful exercises that don't just replace walking. They upgrade it. Whether you're 61 or 81, you deserve to feel steady, strong, and fully alive in your body. These aren't just exercises, they're tools to help you reclaim your freedom. Hang with me to the end, because exercise number 3 by itself transformed the life of a 72-year-old viewer who believed she'd never go up a step again. Before we get started, tell me in the comments where you are watching from and your name. I want to get to know you. Exercise 1 is counter push, ups push. Ups aren't reserved for young athletes. At age 60, your upper body strength is one of the best predictors of staying independent. Consider this. From opening jars, to rising from a seated position, to catching yourself if you trip, your chest, shoulders, arms, and core are your silent guardians. Counter push, ups are a floor-free, joint-friendly method to rebuild this essential strength. In a 2023 Journal of Functional Aging study, seniors who did incline push-ups 3 times a week added 42% to their upper body strength and 21% to their reaction time after 8 weeks. That is not merely muscle strength. That is faster reflexes, improved balance, and fewer life-threatening falls. Here is how to do it. Stand in front of a stable countertop. Set your hands shoulder-width apart, step back so your body is in a straight line from head to heels. Slowly lower your chest toward the counter, hold it for 2 seconds, then press back. Begin with 6 to 8 and work up to 15. Remember, slow controlled movements yield the best results. Use caution if you have untreated shoulder injuries or wrist pain. If it is too difficult, edge closer to the counter to decrease the slope. Keep your core tight and never allow your hips to sag. Form is more important than reps. This easy exercise might be your key to enduring strength and integrity. Exercise 2 is straight leg raises. Walking is easy, but the simplicity of each step you make relies on muscles most people tend to ignore. Your quadriceps and hip flexors. As we get older, these muscles in the front of your thighs deteriorate rapidly. And when they do, so does your mobility. Straight leg raises specifically address these muscles, and the effects can be dramatic. In a 2024 Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation study, older adults who executed straight leg raises 4 times weekly for 6 weeks enhanced walking speed by 22% and stair climbing capacity by 35%. That is freedom regained. And it gets better. Strengthening these deep stabilizers in your core also keeps your pelvis properly aligned and alleviates lower back pain. It is a 2-for-1 bargain your future self will appreciate. Here is the way to do it. Lie on your back on a hard surface, such as a yoga mat or bed. Bend one knee and hold that foot flat on the floor. Hold the other leg straight and raise it slowly about 12 to 18 inches from the floor. Hold for 3 seconds and then lower back down slowly. Begin with 6 reps on each leg and increase to 12 or even 15 as you become stronger. Who needs to be careful? Don't do this exercise if you've had a recent hip replacement or if you have debilitating lower back pain. A quick adaptation is to do it seated or put a rolled towel under your knee for support. And here is a key note. If your lower back begins to arch off the ground, pull your core in tighter and decrease your range of motion. Done regularly, this is how you restore the strength to continue moving forward, one strong step at a time. Exercise 3 is step-ups, a great way to take back your confidence, step by step. Let's face it, stairs can be daunting after 60. Perhaps your knees hurt, or your balance doesn't feel so stable. But skipping stairs is like surrendering a small bit of independence every day. The good news: the fix isn't more walking. It is smarter movement. Step-ups are among the most efficient exercises to create strength, coordination, and stability in one useful movement. Indeed, in 2023, a study by the American Geriatric Society discovered that elderly people who exercise step-ups 3 times per week enhanced their lower body power by 48% and reduced their risk of falling over half. That is huge, because not only are falls scary, but they can alter your life in an instant. Step-ups imitate actions you already perform daily: stepping up curbs, going upstairs, or climbing onto a bus. Conquering them means conquering your world. They also activate your glutes, quads, calves, and core, the same muscles that degrade most rapidly with age. By exercising them together, you redevelop power and confidence with every step you make. Here is how. Stand in front of a stable, low step, approximately 4 to 8 inches tall. Step up with your right foot, pushing through your heel, and bring your left foot up to join it. Step down and repeat. Begin with 6 to 8 repetitions per leg. Hold onto a counter or handrail. If balance is a problem, be careful if you have osteoarthritis in your knees or recent hip surgery. In that event, begin with a lower surface or do it under the supervision of a physical therapist. And don't forget, never hurry. Slow and steady is the way to safe strength building. You are not just stepping up, you are stepping back into power. Exercise number 4 is wall sits, the quiet strength builder that guards your independence. One of the surest indicators that aging is finally getting the best of us is when getting up from a chair becomes more difficult than before. That gradual loss of strength in the legs doesn't merely remove mobility, it removes confidence. And here is the best part. You can get it back without ever having to move a muscle. Wall sits are one of the most underappreciated yet effective exercises for anyone aged 60 plus. Why? Because they develop the same kind of strength you use every day. Sitting, standing, lifting, and even catching yourself if you stumble. According to a 2023 study by the Stanford Longevity Center, older adults who did wall sits only 3 times a week for 6 weeks increased lower body endurance by 55% and knee pain decreased by nearly half. Even more amazing, MRI scans showed more activity in the motor cortex, meaning the brain itself was actually relearning to move more efficiently. And the best part, no equipment, no weights, no gym. Just you and a wall. Here is how. Stand with your back to a wall and slide down slowly until your thighs are almost parallel to the floor, as if you were sitting on an invisible chair. Sustain this position for 15 to 30 seconds. As you build up, go all the way up to 1 minute. Rest, then do 2 to 3 repetitions. Use caution if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or bad knee arthritis. You can always vary by sliding down only halfway or supporting your back with a stability ball. Never hold your breath. Breathe slowly and deeply throughout. Wall sits don't only create muscle, they create endurance where you need it most. Exercise number 5 is the dead bug. On first sight, it might look silly, but don't be deceived. This exercise is one of the strongest things you can do after 60. Why? Because it doesn't only make your core stronger, it guards your spine, enhances balance, and even makes your brain sharper. Per a 2024 study by the Cleveland Clinic, seniors who did this cross-body movement 3 times a week experienced a 38% improvement in balance, a 26% reduction in back pain, and, most astonishingly, measurable gains in brain connection between the right and left hemispheres. That is significant, as more robust brain connections equal improved memory, sharper thinking, and less chance of declining brain function. Here is what to do. Lie on your back with arms straight up and knees bent at 90 degrees, like a bug on its back. Slowly lower your right arm and left leg toward the floor while keeping your core tight and your back pressed flat. Return to the start, then switch sides. Begin with 5 to 8 reps on each side. If lower back or neck problems are your areas of trouble, Scale down by rotating just your arms or just your legs until you get control. Always go slow, steady, and with muscles in your core. This isn't a core exercise, it is brain training disguised. Now let's get the broad picture. You are not getting older, you are getting stronger. These 5 exercises, counter push-ups, straight leg raises, step-ups, wall sits, and the dead bug, are not just a workout, they're your roadmap to independence. Walking independently by yourself can't provide that. These movements, supported by actual science, can. Here is the catch. Though this video wasn't ever simply about exercises, it was about taking back something more profound: your strength, your balance, your independence, and your future. Because each rep is more than just movement. It is evidence that you are not too old. You are just under-conditioned in the right way. If this changed your thinking, let me know in the comments. What is one motion you'd like to master this year? I see every message, because this isn't a channel, it is a community, and if you know someone who could benefit, send it to them. Together, we get stronger, 1 rep at a time. But here's the part no one tells you. These 5 moves are just the beginning. There's one overlooked exercise, often called the secret weapon of aging. Well, that can supercharge everything you've just learned. Most people don't even know it exists. Yet it could be the difference between simply surviving your later years and thriving in them. I'll reveal it in the next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss this.